on his call, Your Honor.
Hi, Mr. Akers.
Sir.
How's it going? Did we not have him T-Rast?
We did, but then there was a competency evaluation, so like it was back and he was found competent to stand trial.
Well, we know that. It's not a matter of competency. We know he's competent. That's not the issue.
That's why they wouldn't release the T-RAS scores until he was found competent. So if we want to do anything different, I'll have to have him reassess.
Yeah. We're no more catch and release. I told you this last time. The idea is that you, when you leave here, you're better off than when you came in. You keep coming back and you come back to us in this state over and over and over. It's not good, Mr. Akers. All you're doing is you're killing yourself slowly. That's not the way to do things. If I let you go now, if history is any indication, we'll see you in about 6 months again. That's history.
I believe I could do better.
Do you?
Yes, sir.
I don't believe it. I mean, I know that you were destined for greatness, but sometimes when you try to write your own plan and you think it works, it kind of backfires on you and it doesn't. So now when you're with me, I have resources to help you out. And that's the idea, so that you don't come back. Because we've tried for you to write your own plan on numerous occasions and it's not worked. And I know it's not what you want to hear. And I know that you just want to get out, but I don't want to set you up for failure. We've done that before and now you're here again. So what I'd like to do is I want to have you evaluated by our clinicians to see how we go forward. Perhaps we have a treatment facility that's there to help you tackle why these issues continue to happen. Why you keep testing positive for meth, amphetamines, and all those other substances.
If I may, this is only my second charge here. The trespassing was dropped, and I did test positive, but I did stop using that day, and planned on stop using. When I tested positive for alcohol, it's because I take communion, and I'm at a
Really?
point.
You take communion at 8 in the morning?
I didn't blow. It was a urination.
Okay. You and I have been dancing for 2 years, and you in all those 2 years have continued to
Only
use.
been in Houston a little over a year. I have signed up for the homeless program, and right now I've just come to a year, which is a requirement. I have to get back to the housing people so I can get my voucher to get a place of my own. When I was locked up here, I probably had a lot of things walk off. I don't know if my storage container is the automatic payment went through. I'll get off drugs and just give me a chance to rebuild my life. I've been homeless for over 3 years. I was homeless 2 years before in St. Louis before I come here. I come here and I've been wanting to restart my life. I just need just give me an opportunity not to come back, and you won't see me again.
I've done that twice before, Mr. Akers. You now are in your third case here within a year.
The
So
second one
we've
was
been
dropped.
there, done that.
Requested at the request of the pastor of the church that I was trespassing at.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm not gonna do this now. I'd like to have you T-RASed. I want to see what they say, how the best way to move forward is. I'll try to do it as quick as possible so that we can try to help you out as quick as possible. We're not just trying to keep you here to languish, but I want to do the right thing. And you taking this deal, just letting you out now, it's not the right way to do things. And I'm sorry to tell you that, but I have John here that if you have a storage unit, if you need anything, we can try to reach out to whoever we can to try to help you out with that. Okay. We have people on site that, and also staff that can help you with these things.
I have Social Security, and I've been here indigent this whole time. They say I have nobody on the outside. I can't get money on my books. I've been eating the scraps off of other people's plates. I've been here for a month. Can you at least reinstate my bond so I could take care of my business?
You don't come back. Okay. Look, let me try to get you TRS as quick as possible so that we can get this done.
I think I already did TRS.
Can we still use that other one or no?
That's what I'm asking them. Yeah.
We're going to try to use it so we don't have to redo it. Give me a little bit of time and then I'll bring you back out and we'll talk. Okay. All right.
There's one more.
Good morning, Mr. Wilson.
How's it going?
Mr. Wilson, you're charged with terroristic threat. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Understood.
How old are you, sir?
18 years old.
Here with anyone today?
No, sir.
Yes, Judge. On October 9th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a terroristic threat call at Vape City in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with the witness. The witness stated the defendant, an employee, arrived and began yelling, "Where the fuck is she at? Where is she at?" The witness stated he was confused as to who the defendant was referring to and stated the defendant mentioned the name of Millie, the manager of the store. The witness stated he told the defendant the manager was not at the location, to which the defendant began yelling, "When she fucking comes back, you call me, you let me know because I got something for her ass. She fired the wrong fucking one, and I hope it was worth the fucking job. Her ass is the one on the line." The witness stated he became afraid as the defendant got louder with each statement. The witness stated the defendant tapped a solid unknown item in the front of his waistband, which the witness stated was possibly a gun. The witness stated he informed the complainant of the incident, and this complainant advised the defendant was recently fired. The complainant stated she reported the incident to management and was ordered not to go to the store. The complainant stated she was in fear for her life and felt unsafe going to work.
Mr. Wilson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. If I test you now, what are you going to test positive for?
For alcohol. I do
I'm
it
going
for
to send you for a drug and alcohol test. You're to come right back. If you fail to come back, if you fail to take the test, I will issue a warrant. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Understood.
Okay. I'll have you take the test while I come back, and then we'll talk about your lawyer situation when you get back, sir.
Right this way.
Jillian is the lawyer that we've appointed to represent you. It looks like the camera's a little cloudy, but she's there, I promise. Tell me about the test results for Mr. Wilson, will you please?
So I have it come back presentably positive for alcohol, THC, and benzodiazepines.
I guess what I need you to do, Jillian, if you don't mind, is having a talk with Mr. Wilson. All that ends today. How old are you, sir?
18 years old.
You're not allowed to consume alcohol. You're
Understood.
not allowed to smoke weed. You're not allowed to use unprescribed controlled medication. If you have a problem, you better address it, because if you don't, I'm going to do it for you. And I promise you, do you have any clue? Do you have any shred of what they would do to you in jail, Mr. Wilson?
Fully aware.
Imagine your worst nightmare with a rag doll. Imagine, because we put you in jail. Holy moly, they're going to go nuts on you. You get my drift?
Yes, sir.
I hope you do, because it wouldn't be pretty. I'm going to have you step outside. I'm going to have you speak with Jillian. Okay, step outside.
Can I add something? real
Sure,
quick?
of course.
Is there any way that we can try to get a law in place on this for the complainant, Monique Olivares? I have spoken to her this morning. She had to quit her job because the defendant was allegedly stalking her, going from store to store, trying to find her, was threatening her, came with a gun at one point. She claims to have everything on surveillance. She'll be sending it to me. She's
Don't.
Don't say anything. And Judge, I wouldn't like to hear probable cause if that's something the court will consider. I'm not
Of
attached.
course.
Yeah, I have
Please.
no issue, of course.
Shh.
One moment, Judge. On October 9th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a terroristic threat call in Bay City in Harris County, Texas. Officers made contact with the witness. The witness stated the defendant, who was an employee, arrived and began yelling, "Where the fuck is she at? Where is she at?" The witness stated he was confused as to who the defendant was referring to, and the defendant stated the name of Millie, the manager of the store. The witness stated he told the defendant the manager was not at the location, to which the defendant began yelling, "When she fucking comes back, you call me, you let me know, because I got something for her ass. She fired the wrong fucking one, and I hope it was worth the fucking job. Her ass is on the line." Witness stated he became afraid as the defendant got louder with each statement. The witness stated the defendant tapped a solid unknown item in the front side of his waistband, which the witness stated was possibly a gun. The witness stated he informed the complainant of the incident, and the complainant advised the defendant was recently fired. The complainant stated she reported the incident to management and was ordered not to go to the store. The complainant stated she was in fear for her life and felt unsafe going to work. When I spoke to her this morning, she has advised me that she has since quit because the defendant was contacting employees at various locations trying to track her down. And she has a child, and she's worried for her and her child's safety.
There's no dating relationship though, right?
No, he was an employee. She was the district manager of the franchise.
So I can't do the MOA, but what I can do is I can put a monitor on him so I know where he is at all times. And
Well, I believe you can do a law based off stalking. He doesn't have to be charged with stalking. If you're alleging stalking as part of the facts, I believe you have.
let's see, hold on. Let's see. Do you have a code section that you can reference me to by chance, so I can just see it?
It's gonna be the Code of Criminal Procedure, Article 17.292. And it just says in pertinent part, defendant's appearance before a magistrate after the arrest for an offense involving family violence or an offense under and stalking and harassment is alleged.
But it still has to be an offense involving family violence.
No, or it's not and.
Are we looking at section B? I'm looking really fast, so I haven't.
It's okay. It's Article 17.292. It says at a defendant's appearance before a magistrate after an arrest for an offense involving family violence or an offense under section, and it lists stalking and harassment statutes as well.
I mean, mine doesn't say that. Mine just says at a defendant's appearance before a magistrate after arrest for an offense involving family violence, comma, the magistrate shall issue. Has it been amended recently? I mean, mine says current as of January 1st, 2024. Maybe it's.
So,
me
yeah,
see.
that doesn't sound like the most recent version of the statute. I don't know, or the code. I don't know when it was.
I mean, if you can show me, then
Yeah, and I have it right. Can I approach Judge?
of course. Yeah.
And Judge, even when we create our motives and intake, we allege not just family violence, we can allege stalking or harassment. It's one of the valid sections that it provides us when we create those in intake.
So you're referring to subsection A, where it says or an offense under section 42.072? Because my understanding is that he has to be charged with that offense for it to fall under that.
No, it just says an offense involving that. It doesn't have to be specifically charged with
No,
harassment.
it said an offense involving family violence or an offense under
These sections, right. So 20A, 2 and 3 are trafficking.
Right.
22.011, 12 are the sexual assault of offenses. I don't know what 42.072 is.
42.072 is the shocking one, but it has to be an offense under 42.072. If it's family violence, it can be any crime that involves family violence. But outside of that, it has to be specifically one of those charges. It has to
They'd have to be charged at the minimum, I think, with the harassment. If he ends up getting charged with the harassment, I think I can, but it says on offense under those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So under those 6 enumerated offenses, I can give a protective order. I don't think I can. If you had charged it in the charging instrument as like a dating relationship, then I think I could. But Michael, I can still put a monitor on him so we know where he is at all times. You know, and then in the event, if he continues, then you charge him with the stalking. Right? You're walking thin ice, Mr. Wilson. You got to understand when a person means no, especially court, no means no. It doesn't mean maybe, doesn't mean no. It just, you're not to use alcohol. You're not to use illegal drugs. You're not to use unprescribed controlled medication. And I'm telling you now, I'm going to test you like crazy. I'm putting a monitor so I know where you are at all times, and you're not to have any contact with this person. You're not to use any other person to try to get communication to this person. Don't go looking for her. Do you understand?
Clearly.
You're the one that's walking thin ice. The ice breaks, your ass is going to freeze, and that's it. I will do everything in my power to protect every person in this county at all costs. Life is not worth living in a 6x9 box, Mr. Wilson. It isn't. There's so many other fish in the sea. Learn to take rejection well. It's not the end of the world. You know, when something happens where you lose, or where you get fired from a job, it's not the end of the world. You know, you may lose, but it's okay to lose. You get up, you dust yourself off, you move on to the next one. It's not the end of the world. You got but one life. And if you make that one catastrophic wrong decision where you, in essence, take someone else and ruin their life, you've also ruined yours. You may have ruined mom, dad, brothers, sisters, who knows who else, you know, that you have around you that will impact you from making a wrong decision. It's not worth it. A lot of people, they hear me, they get out of the doors and they make the wrong decision immediately. And if you're going to do that, if you're going to show me that, okay, I've got a place for you. I don't want to have to put you there, but actions have consequences. Think before you act, think before you speak. And if you're nice, things will go well for you. So would you mind reaching out to her, letting her know that we've issued these orders? We've put a no contact order. We've also put a monitor on him so we know where he is. You're not to go within 1,000 feet of where she lives, where she works. Just don't. I'm also going to give you a curfew so you're not out in the middle of the night. Nothing good happens at 1 a.m. So I'm giving you a curfew of 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. for the moment. You understand?
That's fine.
If you can show me that I can trust you, it'll go a long way. But at the moment, I want to know that everybody here is protected. Time heals all wounds. And with time, you build trust. Just beware. Now, I've given you a lawyer. It's your responsibility to stay in touch with Jillian. As soon as you get out of here, she's going to call you. You guys powwow, get on the same page. If she tells me she can't get a hold of you because you're playing games and you're not responding to phone calls, text messages, I'm going to tell you now, you will not get another PR bond. If you pick up a new case, you start violating conditions, I'm going to put you in. If you don't have anyone to pony up 15,000 on the bond, 10,000, you'll be stuck like Chuck in there until this case is over. You understand? Okay. All right. So I'll have you sign a wreath of Victoria. We'll have you meet for your bond conditions. And after that, you're free to go. And we'll have you talk to Jillian here. Okay.
You want a jury book?
That way.
All right.